in the hole there. Just kind of stuck it in there and then kind of wrap it around like that. I mean, that's a great connection right there. We'll solder that point now. Now we'll solder that. Get that to stay on there. Alright. I want to make sure all my wires are able to be tucked because I want to keep all that cleared up. So I want to make sure I got enough. I don't want to be constantly moving the connections all the time. So there you go, there's first connection. Soldered up. Good connection there. Okay, so now we're going to take this and slide it in and go ahead and attach it. Going to go ahead and put it in the hole there. Then we're going to put the locking ring on that. Got to pull it off camera, sorry, got to get it up on there. These little nuts are hard. They're hard to get on there. Sorry for taking off camera. I just about got it on there. We got to tighten this up. Make sure you get it tight. Don't want it coming off. Alright, so I think that's pretty tight. Alright, so then we got to take it, put this in on the other one. You want to watch your connection that you made down there at the top. We'll slide this one in. Kind of try to hook it to try to hook it like the other one. Like I say, it's not too bad. I mean, I would cut a lot of this out, but I want to make sure you guys see what I'm doing. I mean, cutting it out and then coming back later ain't going to help. I mean, it helps to an extent, but not all that great. Alright, so we got that one wrapped around there. Alright. Then we're going to solder it. We'll solder that connection also. So we get it nice and tight on there. Alright. So there's that one. There's that push button. So now we got our push button going from battery going to the switch. We come out of the battery positive, go to the switch button, and then we'll come out of the button and go over to our 510 connector. So you got a connection there. Alright. And then your ground, all you're going to do with your ground, all we'll do with the ground is just kind of, we're just going to solder it right up to this spot right here. So let's get some flux on there. We're just going to solder it on there. Alright. So let's go ahead and get some solder bead up on there. We'll just get some solder connected on there. It's going to take a little while to get that heated up. Gotta let that metal get all heated up so we can get our solder on there. Then we can try to solder this up on there. More the solder on this, the better off we are. So one thing I don't like about these 510 connectors on this one is you have a hard time getting it to stick on there. So we'll just put a ton of solder on there. And just try to stick these two together. We're almost getting it. Ah. Like I say, this connector is hard to do. Just try to get a ton of solder on there. That's all we're going to try to do. Yeah, well, that took a little while. Like I say, that connector is real hard to get connected to. So, like I say, there it is. There's all the connections. What I like to do now is caulk all that. Or epoxy, however you want to do it. But we're going to seal all this up a little. All the connections so they don't pull out. I say there we go. I hot glued all the connections. We'll let that dry a little bit. That'll help keep everything sealed up in there. Like I say, I don't know how long this video's lasted. I don't know how long it's been. Let's get that. I didn't do the battery ones. Let's caulk the battery ones, connections. Then what I like to do, since we're going to use this to hold extra juices and stuff, we'll caulk all this down in there also. All these wires, we want to caulk them up against there to get them out of the way. So we'll kind of hold these over there. Just kind of get them out of the way. That way, you put your extra little tank in there. All your wires are out of the way. So let's kind of get the rest of it caulked up. So there you go. We caulked it all up. It's all caulked up and sealed. All the connections should, once that dries, all the connections will stay in one place. You won't have to worry about them all moving everywhere. That's the reason why I would do that too. So let's sit here and let this dry a little bit. We'll let that dry. Like I say, basically what you need is your tin can mod. Tin your wires, flux all your connections, even your wires. Get your little battery holder here. You can use anything you want. I just use these. It's easier, quicker. You got leave your open space. If you want to make it a variable voltage, you can just tie that board right in and hot glue it right to the base there. And then now you can change the buttons there. You can even solder on some smaller buttons if you want. There's all kinds of different buttons you can use. You don't have to use this horn button here. You can use whatever you want. I mean, they're nice though. It's nice and clicky. You don't have to use this 510 connector. You can use different ones. I like them protruding up. It doesn't bother me too much. Some people, they want it to sit flush. You can make that sit flush if you want. just to get a different style of 510 connector. And some of the other 510 connectors are a little bit better to solder to too than this one. This one is a little difficult on how to get it solder. It takes a little while. It takes a while to get it to solder there. So, like I say, I'm not worried about this one being 100% perfectly straight. But it looks alright. Looks pretty decent right there. Just sit there and fire the button right there. Alright. So our glue's kind of dry. So let's go ahead and throw a battery in here. We'll go ahead and throw a battery in it. We're going to use the E-Fest. Make sure you use the right battery, especially if you're going to be doing any sub-ohming with this thing. It does work better with button tops. So, and you just close it up. Like I say, you throw yourself a little bottle of juice in there while you're at it for extra safe keeping. Just close it up. Do your thing, start going low, open it up, get your bottle. Put yourself a tank in there, however you want to do it. So we're going to put this here on. We're going to put the Nimbus RDA. This is running probably about a 0.2, 0.3 ohm. Let's see if it fires it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to fire it. Fires it pretty nice too. So try to straighten this out a little bit crooked. Yeah, there it is. Let's bring it up here. Bring it up here. Here it is. Like I say, I did this because I've had quite a few people asking about how I make them. That's how I make them. There's the button there. There's your canister. It's got a little bit of junk on it, but other than that, it's alright. Got your open it up. It'll hold a flat top or a button top battery in there with that battery holder. Let's take a tote from this fucker. Oh yeah, this thing is hitting like a champ. I mean, like I say, about $10 you can build one of these. $10 for your own mod. And what's great about these is you can put your juices in there. You can put a spare tank, put more juice in there. If you're dripping like me, you drip it, put it, throw it in there, take a few hits, pull it out, drip it. Okay. If you just if you're using a K-Fun or anything, and you go through more than 3 to 4 mils, got yourself another little 5-10 mil bottle in there. You just fill it back up. All right. Or you could just throw a different tank in there, so you can have two tanks with different flavors. I mean, these things are great for that. Let's go again. Like I say, I mean, hits like a fucking champ, man. It's excellent. I mean, if you go to the store, buy an Altoids box, you got these little buttons, maybe a 510 connector. Like I say, you go to madvapes.com, get everything you need to make them. About $10 for everything you need. A 510 connector, a push button, $2.50 for an Altoid can. You're done. Some wire. I mean, you can get some wire anywhere. Alright guys, this is Rob from Vapor Street. Like I say, this is how to make the box 10 can box mod. You make it out of Altoid cans, whatever you want. So, alright, make sure, like I say, make sure you subscribe for giveaways, and if you like my videos if you like watching them. We'll be giving away some more stuff. I think we might be giving away the EVOD blister kits. Come with the charger, the battery, and one tank. Alright, I might even throw in some more. I got 3 of them, 3 different colors, white, black, and silver, I think is what it is. But I think I'm going to throw a couple more tanks in for each one, the clear acrylic see-through tanks. But yeah, alright, make sure you subscribe for giveaways. Till next time.